knowing Harry Kane as well as we know you do, you know he's a winner, you know he wants to win things. How convinced are you that he can win things at Tottenham Hotspur?
Listen, I don't think at the moment it's time to answer questions on Harry Kane. I had about 50 questions yesterday on Harry. I answered them for you guys. I was honest as I could be. I was asked questions before the game. Right now, we've just lost the game in the Premier League, so I'm disappointed at that. And I'll speak about the game all day long, but I'm not speaking about individuals.
Tough gig, isn't it, sometimes for the interim manager? You could hear the Spurs fans making their noise through that interview, and quite a lot actually stayed behind in what was a pretty peaceful protest. The stewards did get involved towards the end of it, trying to empty the stadium. It just doesn't seem a happy camp, does it?
And I feel their pain. They've got no manager at the moment. Their star player said he wants to, they're talking about he wants to leave. It doesn't bode well for next season.
There's European Super League hangover as well.
Yeah, that's not gone down very well with anyone. You know, some clubs, some fans are over it, and they've looked at it. Man City as an example, but you can see Tottenham fans, Man United fans, Arsenal fans are not happy with their owners, and a lot of it is self-inflicted. He's made a lot of mistakes along the way, Daniel Levy, and I've said it before the game. This is a huge summer for him as a chairman. He's got to make some big decisions. He's got to get it right. And
how does he get it right though?
Well, if they are to set, I don't know what the agreement is, but when a player, you know what it's like, Mike. When a player comes out, or they come out and say that he wants to go, that normally means there's something arranged. You know, let's not bury our head in the sands. Harry Kane probably has a club that he knows he can go to. There might be a gentleman's agreement. That doesn't really work well. Daniel's he's a tough negotiator. He's not going to sell Harry Kane for a cut price because he said he wants to go. So it's going to make for a very difficult summer for them. But if they do sell him, got to make sure they're bringing some great players to keep the Spurs fans happy. They're going to be in that stadium next year. They're not going to want to see their star players playing.
It was always...
last time they sold their star player, Gareth Bale, they ended up with a load of poor players. It didn't work out.
It was always planned that the Spurs fans would say goodbye, but after this game. But can you read any more into that?
He looks emotional, doesn't he? Obviously, after losing the game, you're never going to be happy. But he does look a little bit emotional there, and it's difficult because he gives so much for that club. Scored so much goals as well. Always gives 100%. Always backs his team. Always says the right thing in interviews. He's a modern pro.
Yeah, this is going to be hard for him. Make no mistake. I know, Harry. This is going to be the hardest thing. All his family are Spurs fans. So if he is to push a move through, and that's going to be the hardest thing he's probably about to do. He doesn't want to lead Tottenham. This is a club. He's been there since he was 8 years of age. It's the last thing he wants. But if he doesn't see that his club is going in the right direction, he's got to look at it and think, it's all right scoring goals. I want to win trophies. I don't have my career at the end and think I haven't won anything.
You said they have to get some great players. If they're in Europa League or not even, how are they going to get great players? The great players are not going to want to go to Spurs anymore.
There's a lot of still to like about the club. Great stadium, they've got fantastic facilities there. It's like anything, Micah. If you go and you pay big and you get the right players will still come.
But over the years, Spurs have always sold the best players. They got to a Champions League final.
Yep.
A great settled squad, great manager. And now look where they are now.
They might have to be, and if they do, as an example, if Man City come in for Harry Kane, they might have to be clever. There might have to be some swaps as well. They've got great players there. There might be something they can do with one or two players. But they can't make the mistake like they did with Gareth Bale when he left last time, and bringing in 5-6 players and not being good enough, trying to do things in a way that Tottenham have done previously. They might have to play up and look big for this is not normally their style there, but they're going to have to do it.